G'day and welcome. Alright, a little late in the day, but it's that time of year again, if you followed the other channel. So I guess this will be my first Hughes 26 video for this channel. I got a little bit of stuff. I think the mileage is catching up to me for the first time in 10 years. For the first time in 10 years, believe it or not. I know what you're thinking. If it's the captain's mess, let him clean it up. And who's the captain? But anyway, I've got leaks. I actually had water in my bilge. I still have water. I got a sponge in there to suck up most of it. But it's coming in from somewhere. I got a leak here. So it looks like I'm going to have some work for me this summer. Looks like I got some sort of leakage thing weird going back there. I don't like that. Please don't tell me that's... Okay, good. Not my cushions. I don't know what that stuff is. Definitely a leak. I don't know if it's a mold or something. There's something weird there. Anyway, I'll have to... So I got leaks. I never had leaks in this boat before. I mean, it's not a major thing, but to get on top of it now while I can. The disaster that is ongoing down there. I think I might have figured out my problems with my... it might not be the impeller. I think it might be something else that's stopping the water from going through my cooling system. But I'll figure that out. I've got to replace this irreplaceable thing that you can't find anywhere because it melted. It's basically a plug, but it's a plastic plug that it's a size uncommon to anything. Yeah. So I got a lot of work to do. I'll just introduce you to the boat a bit. So I'm going to clean it up. I don't know if I'm going to sell this thing or not. I mean, I worked so hard for it, a long time ago, but it's bought and paid for. And there's nothing worse than getting rid of things that are bought and paid for. But however, I do need a car, stuff like that. And I can't afford to put this thing in the water anytime soon. But yeah, there's a little bit of work needed. The paint's starting to peel off and stuff like that. So that's easy stuff to do. It still looks pretty good in there. I don't know how that happened, but things just get kind of whatever. But yeah, I'm going to clean it up. And see if I can... I think I can take these cushions off so I can wash them. They probably needed that. The sails are in the house, so... but yeah, I got water leaks, so... Looks like I'm going to have to take care of that. The two main spots that I see is here. I may have one spot on the window somewhere, but I don't know. And there might be a spot over here where it leaks. The chain plates don't look too bad, but like anything, got to keep on top of that. Yeah, I know it's messy. This boat looks really nice when it's all cleaned up, but I'm going to do my spring inventory, see what's what. Last year I did run up the engine. I couldn't get the water to go through, and of course, when you're trying to do everything when you're on an extremely tight budget, i.e., I have a, I have a millionaire's appetite, but a macaroni budget, or a steak appetite, but a macaroni budget, something like that. I don't know. you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna get to it. I know it looks like a disaster now, but at least I've been cleaning it up. I would love to see this boat sail again. I lived on this boat for, well, I guess 4 months out of the year, 1 year and 2 months or 3 months out of the year after. I kind of miss it. It was kind of a cool home away from home. Got 6-foot standing room. I mean, it is a great micro cruiser. It's not micro cruiser, but it is technically a micro cruiser when you think about it. 26 feet. Tumble home. Feels like you're in a rum barrel with a nice teak in there. So I'm going to finish all this. Looks like I got some little bit of work in there to do too, and clean up, take all this off and redo it. Make it look all good again. Make it look gooder. Got to make it look gooder. Yeah, but other than that, the boat's in good shape. I mean, the boat's in good shape. The other thing I'm contemplating too, because this thing, although it's 26 feet, it has a very short water line. I'm actually, thinking about putting an outboard on it. Although the inboard's nice, but I would gain so much more space under here. I mean, I gain an extra 6 or 7 feet of storage area underneath here, and without the complication of an inboard. Although the inboard is nice because it's like difference between manual steering and power steering. And I hate, this boat has a nice transom, and I hate to see stuff hanging off the transom. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'll just plug away at it, get it all cleaned up. Got to fix my poor depth sounder. Everything I have is broken, breaking, or about to break down. So, but yeah, it's stuff I can still work with. I still have enough supplies left over to get it cleaned up. But I got to nip that leak in the bud. I'll have to do the hunt for the leak, see where it is. Yeah, so if I can put about an hour or two a day on it, I'll be good. We'll see what happens with. But I'd like to know what all that stuff is that are leaking in there. Plus, I don't want to damage all the teak and everything. Get it all stained and everything. But you wipe it down, it looks good. And, you get water stains, That happens over time. Kind of one of those things is you can't just fix one water stain. It's either fix everything or leave it the way it is. It's an all or none kind of project when you do that. Or sometimes you get away with, just teak oil over the top of it. Sometimes, but not all the time. Anyway, I'm going to start hunting around on the boat, see what's what. And but yeah, I was actually surprised to see water in the village this year. You'd say, well, why weren't your village pumps on? Well, in the wintertime, minus 30, minus 40. This year we didn't go to minus 40 too much, but in the minuses you can't leave a battery in the boat. So, and it's dry docked anyway. Villages, that's for summertime. What I do is I leave a sponge, and the sponge normally sucks up the water and evaporates the water that way. Unless you get a lot of water, but a lot of it's went down with, I got that big sponge in there, and it's sucking up some of that. Just so if you can't get to it right away, at least you got something kind of evaporating that water out of there. But it was kind of funny to see it in there. Well, not funny, but it was like, oh, okay, it's time to reseal things, get some deck caulking and stuff like that, and whatever. But I like to do things so that you don't, they're good for like 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Who knows? This boat would probably, if I ever get money coming in good again, I could have this boat in the water, the same season, providing there's a slip open. So that's all I got to wait. It's just a money, it's just a money problem like everybody else. It's just a money problem to get the stuff in the water. But once you get it in the water, it's like, it doesn't really need anything. Although the lines on the mast probably have to be changed. But everything else is good. If I could sort out just that little engine water impeller problem or whatever it is, I think I'm going to try something else that I think it is, and I'll show you that in another video. It's too much of a conversation to get into for this short little video. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at about that. I'm going to get to it, just check everything out, see what's what. And then I got a lot of cleaning to do. Then after the cleaning, I got a lot of refinishing to do. I'm going to have to refinish my ladder, my companionway ladder. It was all nice, and then it doesn't take much to wear this stuff off, but once you do, once you do. I don't know, maybe I'll strip it all down, repolyethylene it, or teak oil. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because teak oil is nice because it's nice and light. It has a nice soft look to it. It's just very organic looking, where polyethylene, it's solid as anything, but it doesn't look as nice. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there we go.